wins, and then at the end of the day,
How did you know you saw this costume?
there's blood there, guys.
Somewhere. I hit it.
Oh, and I also like to hit things.
I like her.
Okay, my question is Cupcake Cosplay. What's up with that name?
Oh, thank you. That's us.
Well, way back when in the galaxy far, far away, Cassie and I were doing Uchna costumes, and we came on stage and a friend of ours just started calling us Cupcakes, and just like in high school, the name stuck, and here we are.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
just came on after.
on a more professional level.
Poopy dresses.
Big dresses.
On a more professional level, there have been many trends throughout the history of anime conventions. Popular series have come and gone, and the capabilities and techniques of cosplayers have improved vastly. Taking into account fabric costs, thread selection, patterning, detail, and overall effect, how much effort would a single cosplayer have to put in on an Uzumaki Naruto costume for it not to be considered lame?
You mean not to be a Naruto?
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay. Yes. 'Cause I'm one of those.
I have no idea.
Hey.
That's it.
I know where you're sleeping.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Cassie, I'm sorry. Cassie, come out. You with the hair.
Now look what you did.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not really. No, you have to understand. I'm not really sorry for when I said I'm sorry you're a Naruto, but no, it's.
It makes
He's gonna kill me.
Please hold, Holly.
You're moving and you're my one buffer. All right.
No, you gotta stand up and bend over.
Is everyone like
May I have another?
Woo!
And you know what really sucks about that? I made that, fam. Admit it, Kat. I made
Goes
that.
around, comes around.
Yeah, I'll regret that. All right, for your actual audition, I know the three of you have performed skits together many times in the past, so why don't you show us a little bit of one of your more enjoyable skits? Anyone? Come on, just show us something.
Oh, that was awful. That was simply bloody awful. You shouldn't have left your sewing machines and come down. So I think I was channeling Simon Cowell. Does anyone watch that show anymore?
No.
You guys were good. You guys were good. Yeah, my bad.
All right, looks like we're all set. Ladies, go ahead and do your real introduction to our poorly paid attendees behind us.
I'm not first. Oh, wait, what?
Hi, fellow Americans. Anyway, my name is Caitlin Beards, and I go by Lady Ava on all the major cosplay websites. I have been now doing this officially for 10 years, and every time I think about that, it's like money that could have gone towards something not stupid.
My name is Cassandra May, and I go by Breathless Air, and I've only been doing this for 4 years.
My name's Tiffany Tesna. I go by Starlight Honey. And I have no idea how long I've been doing this. I've been doing it longer than I actually went to cons. Go Sailor Moon!
All right, I guess that'll do it. Thank you very much. Good luck with your panels this weekend.
Next up are our artist guest applications. Miss Megan Murphy is up first.
It's okay. No problem. We built transit time into the script. Don't worry about it. Well, half of us from around New York, transit time is part of the job. Welcome, Miss Murphy. I should first mention that I'm a big fan of your online series. Very witty humor, adorable artistry, just a great combination.
I'm especially a fan of this one, which you can see on the little monitor.
Oh, there, right there. Yeah, I drew that.
I must say I was very surprised that you succumbed to political pressure after showing your obvious support of the cake party.
Look.
But not a few days later, you came out with this piece, giving equal exposure to the pie party.
Are you saying money changed hands?
What?
Because you can't prove anything.
Well, what was your true motivation for taking this stance? And are either of these pastries a lie?
I don't think you'll find them to be able to ask them that question.
Have you buried the cake in the pie?
I ate them, okay? They're gone. They're both gone. They're both delicious, and I think we can live in a world where cake and pie are together.
Yes.
Association for this less unflattering portrayal of their chief crop.
We're talking about the unflattering,
Around the vegetables
the Brussels sprouts farmers of America were not particularly happy with this particular.
Yeah, prove me wrong.
Well, what was your motivation?
Because they're not that good to eat.
All right. My only question is regarding this particular piece. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Really. What do you have to say for yourself?
I was just showing people how to put together nuts and bolts. If you read that somehow another way, I can't help that.
Insert tab B and insert tab A and the slot B repeat as
That's
necessary.
educational.
Yeah.
I just realized something. How do you audition an artist? We don't exactly have paper money.
Oh, well, that's easy. We just see how creative they are. I mean, okay, for example, Miss Murphy, could you tell us why is an orange orange? Please do not use the word orange, and bonus points if you don't use the word is.
I'm transmitting it. Psychically.
I got it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. All right. You're in, Ms. Murphy.
All right.
If you'd like to give some sort of greeting to our conveniently placed audience before you go.
Oh, hi, Donna.
Good deal. All right, call the next victim.
Next up is Miss Heidi Arnold. Obviously speaks volumes about you, and your involvement with things like the Fraggle Rock anthology is quite indicative of your skill and creativity. I guess my first question is, whose side are you really on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Zerg, because monsters are amazing.
Oh.
We actually received a notification a couple of minutes ago. You need to construct additional pylons.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, my question.
Construct additional
Fraggles. Fun-loving subterranean animals or botanical menace?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It depends. It depends.
Well, that would be your opinion, so go with whatever
I'm gonna go
conditions
with
you have.
fun-loving subterranean.
Fun-loving subterranean animals. Okay.
And my question, if you would, is this madness or is this Sparta?
This is madness.
It is Sparta!
For your, I'm sorry.
These fucking people look at that.
I wrote this script and they keep taking it on.
For your actual audition, as you did the artwork for Star Trek Uchu, would you please recite the opening to Star Trek? Feel free to give it your own personal flair.
Can I just sing it?
Well, we were actually thinking the space, the final frontier.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
I can't believe you have the audience.
Frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It's one mission to
Continuing mission!
seek out
New life forms and new civilizations.
to boldly show where no one has gone before, no man has gone before.
In the originals, man. Now it's another one.
No, go ahead. Say hi.
I can't hear you. What?
Say hi to everybody.
Hi guys!
Am I good?
Tell them where your table is, you know?
Oh,
Promote
okay.
yourself
My
as much
table
as you'd
is
like.
outside the dealer's room. You should come by. I've got volume 2 of Legends of the Dark Crystal. If you want to pick one up, I can sign it for you and give you high fives. All right.
Thank you very much, Ms. Arnold.
Thank you for having me.
That was totally fun. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Sarah?
We have Steve Napierski, creator of Dueling Analogs and Omaki Theater.
I'm very happy we have Dr. Andy to put on our hold music. All right, I guess I'll start. Mr. Napierski, Dueling Analogs is quite a well-known comic by this point, and as such, I'm sure it becomes progressively more tricky to find out, new ideas from strip to strip. But I have to ask, is nothing sacred?
Come on, man.
Oh, I love it. I'm just saying.
I never cared for Erica. She's just, Tifa had the big breasts, she's, so, didn't do anything for me. I was actually happy when she died. So.
Sacred or not, he does say many things that are on the minds of gamers, casual and hardcore alike. Mr. Napierski, what's your inspiration for strips like this?
There really wasn't a script. I'm not talking most of the things. I don't know. They're new. I'm not.
I have a very important question. So I heard you like mudkips. Do you in fact like mudkips?
I'm afraid to answer that in a public forum. So.
It's a controversial issue.
Yeah, you can plead the fifth. We give you that option.
Okay, then I will.
You plead the fifth. Okay, very good.
He likes them.
For your audition, Mr. Napierski, your personal website calls you a paragon of the webcomic world. Interesting. Would you please demonstrate for all of us exactly what a paragon acts like?
I didn't write that, so I thought a paragon was one of the characters in Pokemon, right? The weird.
Porygon. Porygon 2.
I
forgot.
update regularly, and I
Polygon's
take
the
credit
real.
for other people's
Polygon is the real.
So it's pretty much standard fare.
Yes.
Very good.
I'd say you've covered everything quite well. Is there any intro you'd like to give these obviously intransitive individuals behind us?
No.
Now we have Miss Monica Gallagher.
Designer, model, you've had quite a busy career, haven't you?
Sure.
Is there anything that ties these three professions together?
Well, honestly, I always thought that modeling was a lot like part-time assassin work, which is why I based a comic book on, because you're given like a place to go and an outfit to wear, and you're not told what you're supposed to do till you get there. If you've never seen La Femme Nikita, it's very simple.
I started reading Bonnie and Clyde a week or so ago, and the strip that really jumped out at me was this one. Most artists create their stories with a bit of their own history. So how many werewolves have you worked with?
Well, I worked with a lot of hairy men. It's the same thing, basically, right?
All right. And Miss Gallagher, how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Are you talking about
Because they
that
can shoot.
I like that commercial a lot.
All right, as for your audition, your love of roller derby has not escaped our eyes. So obviously we can't have you demonstrate here, but perhaps you could explain to us if Angelo here was in your way on the track, what would be your preferred method of removing him?
Well, he'd have to be a girl.
I approve.
So he's fine with that part. It's kind of big. I don't know. Stand up. I'm gonna look at you. Turn around.
Take it off!
How do you look in hot pants? What? How do you look in hot pants?
Ecstatic.
No, I would say go for the knees and bring him down. That's a big
I
guy.
like that answer. Would you care to make an official introduction to our audience here?
Sure. I'm in guest row along with those lovely people over there. I'm at table 15, and I have a lot of comics that are autobiographical, and I have some that are like action, and some that are romance, some that are comedy, and I've got t-shirts and stuff, so come on by.
Thank you, Scott. Now, if I'm correct, we have Donnie Sturges and Danny Valentini.
Give him hell, Danny! Yeah!
Welcome, gentlemen. So, you guys really have a thing for dragons, I see. Why is that?
Well, dragons? I'm not sure, but we do have a lot of people mistakenly calling them gargoyles. They are in fact dragons.
If you can hold on, Michelle, back the slide up.
Yep. Back that thing up. There we go.
Hot.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We do that?
I do that. You approved it. You said, yes, I approve. Never trust a man in a turtle suit. It's not just his feet that are slow. But nevertheless, when we started what eventually became our webcomic, we figured that dragon girls were a little bit underrepresented in the anthro manga furry world. So we decided, hey, give them some loving. Why not? He thinks she's actually in that TV right now.
She's looking at me.
Yeah, she's looking at me. Just like in that Mr. Jones song, Counting Crows. Oh yeah, I want to be Bob Dylan. Get myself a great guitar and play.
Well, you guys recently hit comic number 200, if I'm correct. How did that feel? Now you can advance the slide. Good, there you go.
Oh, man.
How did that feel?
It made me realize that I have wasted about 200 weekends in a row working on this comic. But apart from that, we have a lot of people who were actually naysayers when we started, saying that most webcomics barely make it past 6 months or about 12 pages, whichever comes first.
Those people are...
Use your inside voice, Tony.
Those people are dead now.
They're dead to us.
No, it's...
Instead, we got to hit 200 pages and say, hey, suck it.
Angelo?
And an important question that's been on everyone's mind. Magnets, how do they work?
How do they work? I'm kind of stumped myself. I mean,
I know,
it's
right?
black, it's kind of metallic. I painted black metallic things before, and they don't work as magnets. What the hell?
What's a magnet?
For your audition.
Oh, it's a metal U. I've played with those before. If you turn them upside down, they become a metal N.
Did we draw that?
You drew that. It's like one of those eye teasers. If you look on the left, it's got 3 prongs, but on the right's only 2.
This is why I'm not an artist. This is why I'm a writer. That's horrible. I did an awful...
For your
That's the
audition.
least sexy magnet I've ever seen.
Can we put that in the comic?
All right. For your audition, gentlemen, I'd like you to describe the way the other would look as a dragon.
Way the other would look?
Yes.
As a dragon? Oh boy. I should point out that he is dressed as a ninja. I have yet to verify whether or not he actually possesses any ninja abilities. I'm going to bank on the idea that he might be slow, being that he's a turtle. Donnie would be a very long-haired dragon with a beard. And he would be getting progressively thinner every day. See, he's being nice to you. Your turn. Unleash!
The beast, the kraken!
Well, there you go. That's Danny the Dragon.
All right, then.
Except we have wings and Would we draw that in the comic, or?
That's true. That's a good point. I should point out that as males, if we were dragons, we would be about the length of 2 school buses and weigh about 97 tons. These facts are actually stated on our website.
I actually noticed that. I love how you guys broke that down.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the females look like just regular humanoid anthro girls, whereas the males look like their actual 4-legged real-life counterparts, or at least as real-life as dragons can get. Since they're fantasy animals, we can do whatever we want with them. There are no set rules for them.
All right, why don't you guys give an official introduction to our audience?
Actually, I have a question for you first.
All right.
Do you validate parking?
Check the con-ops.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Because I think yeah.
I have a question. Do you validate lifestyles?
He does.
Oh my.
I approve.
All right, so official introduction.
Hi, I'm Donnie Sturgis. I'm the writer of the Draconia Chronicles.
I'm Danny Valentini, artist and creator behind the Draconia Chronicles, and together we are Wild Stallions! Not today.
We're TWC Online,
Yeah!
which in some ways is infinitely cooler than Wild Stallions because, we don't have George Carlin, so we're not cool at all.
No, which one of us has to be Alex Winter? And which one of us gets to go on and make action movies, albeit as a cardboard cutout of himself? And which one gets to be Alex Winter?
I don't know. These are really tough questions. Anyway, we'll be here all weekend. Our table is over by ConOps in that. See, I went past it like a couple times, so I don't really know where it's at in general, but it's over by ConOps. We will be there all weekend. The 2011 calendar, we're still taking pre-orders for that. So you can come by the table and get the calendar pre-order, and it'll be sent to you free. Is it free shipping and handling?
Free shipping and handling if you order at the con.
We have a panel at 1. It's the general. No, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday?
Yeah.
I thought Sunday was portfolio review.
There's 2 things on Sunday, I think.
All right. I usually leave you to memorize that stuff.
I think it's at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Either way, check your program books. All the goodies are in there. So if it says webcomics, chances are we're probably involved.
We
so come on out to
don't
see
have
us.
any magnets for you, so I don't. That picture offends me. It's horrible. It's magnet rights, everybody. Magnet rights.
Yeah.
When will magnets be free?
For those of us who goes North Pole and South Pole.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we're done.
All right.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Anime USA. Look forward to having you all weekend.
And now we have a very familiar face, Mr. Dave Lister.
He's got a little one, so he's going to take a little bit longer.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lister, and let's get right to it, shall we? Sure. You've had quite an interesting year, especially with the birth of your daughter.
Yes.
But I saw on your page that you're going to be starting to ramp up production on Paradox Lost again.
Oh yeah.
Do you know when are your diehard fans going to be able to look forward to jumping into that one?
Oh my goodness. As soon as possible. They're all drawn. I just have to get around to getting them up, and that's been, the baby and stuff.
You do a lot
There will
of
always be another Paradox Lost though. Someday.
You do a lot of Pokemon commissions and actually run some Pokemon-related events at a bunch of different conventions. What made Pokemon such a big thing for you?
Wow. I think probably because of my OCD addictive personality.
That's what did it to me.
That's right.
Would you ever do any of the following? Give us up, let us down, run around, or hurt us?
Never.
Yes, the only person we felt confident in Rickrolling was you.
Wow. Well, I've recently been barrel rolling a lot, so.
To barrel roll, press C or A twice.
Oh, you went there. You did it, didn't you?
All right, for your audition, would you please describe for us what the first meeting of a Bulbasaur and the main character of Paradox Lost, Trent Bengal, would be like?
Of a what?
A meeting of a Bulbasaur and Trent Bangle. What would it be? Something like that.
It would be brief. And it would end with a full Pokeball.
You figured it out.
Just say hi to
Ricky's going to invite her up on stage.
The great thing about this baby is she only cries when there's something wrong, and when you fix it, she's way better. Yay. So what am I supposed to do?
Give an intro. Say hi to everybody.
Everybody say hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi. So here we are again for, gosh, is it 5 years? 6 years?
6 years.
For many years. Hi, again. I made some new stuff today, this year. Here's one. We've got a whole bunch of stuff at the table. We made a DS game that you guys can come and try. It's licensed. It will be out with any luck in March. But you can play it now if you come down to the table. That's right, she says so you have to now. So I have a new studio, I have a new video game, I have a whole bunch of Pokemon that we're going to give away in like half an hour on the 3rd floor, and I think Event C, is it?
Event C.
Event C, we're doing the giant Pokemon party, so if you guys want some plushies and some free shiny Pokemon. And then this is the coolest thing I've ever made. So thanks guys, hopefully I'll see lots of you.
Thank you, Dave. So I guess that just leaves us with our voice acting desk, doesn't it?
That it does.
All right, voice acting time.
All right, we'll start with Brina Palencia.
Special microphone sanitation for this event has been sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
Is Miss Palencia here? Yes. Oh, okay. Miss Palencia, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So to start, Chopper in one piece.
Am I on trial?
As the fuzziest transformer out there, what would you classify Chopper as? An Autobot or a Decepticon?
Dude, Autobahn. Duh. Next question.
I see you've also done the voice of Yue and Negama. Such an intriguing love, not a triangle, and not a square, and probably more than a decagon.
I think you're thinking of a tricontagon. There are about 30 girls in the class after all.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, so anyway, who do you believe Nike should have ended up with?
Notica, because I'm a good friend.
And from the point of view of someone who's more familiar with mystical objects, no, really, magnets, how do they work?
Magic, obviously.
So, for your audition, please give us a little promotion for Anime USA in a fashion similar to what you use on GameStop TV.
Okay. Hi guys, and welcome to Anime USA. We have a lot of really great guests this year. And tonight, Christopher Sabat is actually going to get naked for you at the burlesque show. So be sure and check it out.
Very nice. Now, if you want to give an actual introduction to our audience, please feel free.
Oh, an actual introduction.
A real introduction. Something from the heart.
Welcome to Anime USA.
All right, you win. Good job.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Do I go now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
And next on our list, the aforementioned Mr. Christopher Sabat.
Yes!
Hi.
join us.
Thank you for joining me.
As a big Fruits Baskets fan, I'd like to know what advice you'd give your character Ayame Soma if you had the opportunity.
Let's see. Get a job. Let's see. Good luck finding a boyfriend, and he needs to learn to sparkle.
Mr. Sabat, after having played the role of Vegeta for so long, how do you even have a voice left?
That's a very good question. I don't. I had to have my voice surgically removed and replaced with an exact replica. One that I had cryogenically frozen before working on Dragon Ball Z. And vomited out somewhere around the Namek saga, I think.
Which was only 10 minutes long.
That's true. That's what she said.
You know how many DBZ characters it takes to screw in a light bulb, right?
No, I'm sorry, I
Only
don't.
one, but it takes 5 episodes.
Ooh, slam!
And Mr. Sabat,
yes.
Approximately how many fans have come up to you only to ask whether or not it's over 9,000?
Thank you, Mr. Senator. That would be every single one of them.
So what's the power level?
The answer was over 9,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. And how many times do I punch people in the testicles when they ask me that? That would be about over 9,000 as well. Thank you, Mr. Senator. I appreciate you having me here today.
For your audition, Mr. Sabat,
Yes.
Armstrong in Full Metal Alchemist is one of the most fondly looked upon characters by all fans. So as his voice actor, we'd like to see you sparkle, using the technique passed down the Armstrong line for generations.
Wow. Would any sparkles be provided for me?
The ones behind you.
Holy crap. All right.
We spent $3,000 on that backdrop just to make them sparkle.
That is amazing. Well, then I'm going to have to get closer to the sparkles then. Is that okay?
Go right ahead.
As a matter of fact, it isn't. No.
These are the sparkles that have been passed down the Armstrong line for generations!
I'm going to stay here for the rest of the convention because I like being around all these rights.
Worth every penny.
Thank you. I could do this all day.
So why don't you give a formal introduction to our audience back here?
Hi. I'd like everyone back here to meet the audience. I don't know your names. I'm sorry. Real bad with names, but we'll just call you audience for now. I'm Christopher Sabat, and I really appreciate you all coming here. We're going to be doing some sweet panels. Tonight we have our uncensored panel, which tonight's theme will be Christianity. It'll be a good, wholesome place to bring your children and your man-slaves. So be cool, stay in school, don't use drugs, and if you do use drugs, use them responsibly, and stay in school as well. Or don't. It doesn't matter, I really don't care. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sabat.
Thank you, Senator.
I was waiting for you to break that up, Benny. All right, and lastly, we come to...
Mary Elizabeth McGlynn.
Excited much?
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, how are you? Hi, good to see you.
Miss McGlynn.
I have a sponsor this year. Did you know that? I have a sponsor? It's fun. Cocaine? Yeah. It's my sponsor. You should really try it. It's really good. You might like it. It's really good. You can talk all night long. It's really fun. It's going to be a good time. Hi, how are you? Hey, which one's Paula? Are you Paula? No, you're Randy? Which one's Randy? You're Paula or Randy? Randy? Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Miss McGlynn, I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it is to make your acquaintance.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm a big fan of Major Kusanagi as well as Conway from X.
Thanks.
I have to ask though, if you could have lunch with any character you've ever voiced, who would it be? And feel free to pick multiple if you think the interactions would be more fun.
Okay. Well, I'd want to have lunch with Lady Jagara from Wolf's Rain because she's got a very fine palate. Blood, good, you know. She likes sweetbreads from wolves. Major Kusanagi would be a lot of fun to eat with. You know, she'd probably send us all into the net and we could do all kinds of wacky stuff in there. And
Cyber brains for everyone.
Cyber brains for everyone. Woohoo!
All right, my question is, You know you're going to wind up signing her Tachikoma at some point this weekend, right?
Yes! Yes!
Seriously. You have a tremendous resume, including some of my favorite characters.
I made it all up. It's not real.
Like Helba from Dot Hack.
Oh, yeah.
And Lady No from Samurai Warriors.
Ah!
Do you aim for particular roles, or do you like to go for a wide variety to test your true capabilities?
I'll go with whatever pays me.
That was actually the answer I was expecting.
Yes. No, I'm lucky to play. I don't do high and perky, except when I'm doing cocaine. So I do roles that have this sort of vocal range, because that's sort of my voice, and it ends up being usually big boobed, high hat, kick-ass chicks. So, which I love to play. It's a lot of fun.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
What?
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Sure!
Since I'm
Who
also
are you?
here, I'm in
There's
the
a
back.
voice! Grandma?
I'm also sponsored by cocaine.
What?
And I just wondered that since we have this in common, if maybe I could have your number.
My number?
Yeah.
4.
My favorite number is 16. That's my number.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And as the voice actress for Major Kusanagi, you're obviously familiar with a wide variety of high technology. Seriously, for the love of God, tell me how magnets work.
If I tell you, I'd have to kill you.
I'll deal with it.
I'll tell you and kill you later.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
At least he'll
And for your audition, like you knew, I was tempted to have you sing one of your pieces from Silent Hill, but instead, in a grand showdown of all the characters you've ever voiced, I don't think it's a matter of whether or not Major Kusanagi would win, but how. Tell us, how would she win, and what would her victory line be?
I win.
Cool.
And I think that's how she would win too. She would just say that and they'd be like, okay.
Beautiful. Yes. Please feel free to give your own personal greeting to our audience.
I'm just so happy to be here. I really am. I took a red eye in this morning. I have no idea where I am. I really am. I'm absolutely thrilled, and I can't wait to spend the weekend with you guys, and I hope we get a chance to meet and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I mean, seriously, anything. I'm open to all topics. Almost. Well, you know. So, have a great weekend.
Even magnets?
What?
Even magnets?
Except magnets. I'll kill you later. Paula.
Thank you, Ms. McGuinn. And I think that wraps up for our guests. There are a few that we're going to just have to wave through because they couldn't make it to the audition, but I'd say we did a pretty fair job. Thank you both for helping, and thank you all for coming out this weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody.